Getting to Ultimate Champion is a very big accomplishment for a ton of players. However, it is hard to get to Ultimate Champion, especially to win 12 games and get out of Royal Champion. So that's the point of today's video. I'm going to teach you and help you guys as we go from the start of Royal Champion to Ultimate Champion today, using what I think is going to be a very powerful deck for at least the next 2 months. So E-Giant right off the bat. This is going to be honestly fine. He caught me with a bad hand. I went tombstone too early. I didn't know he had E-Giant, so you know that's kind of annoying, but it doesn't matter because we are able to full clear the E-Giant and the bowler, which is very nice. E-Giant is usually a winnable matchup. You've got to be careful though, because obviously we only have the tombstone for countering the E-Giant fully. It's going to be difficult. However, you can help out with the Mega Minion and the drags, and we're just plopping lavas in the back when we see his buildings usually, because that means he can no longer tornado our balloon. And so this guy is going to decide to go with the bowler at the bridge. Mega Minion's just going to... Ooh, we're going to go with the newly buffed Skelly drags to actually protect my Mega Minion for just a little bit, so that the Mega Minion stays alive and kills this Phoenix, which did just get a nerf, which is why I'm using the Mega Minion. So I'll be doing a separate video on balance changes probably tomorrow or the day after, but yeah, this is the deck I'm using. We're going to go Mighty Miner over here immediately to pressure so that he can't back up the E-Giant. The whole point against E-Giant matchups is to make it so that he can only, like, play defense. He plays an E-Giant and then he has to play defense. So don't let him get counter pushes. And when he goes E-Giant, do your best to pressure him so that he can't back up his E-Giant. As you can see, we can get a 3-for-7 trade by using the Tombstone against the Electro Giant. And that only worked because he didn't have anything to put behind the E-Giant. So we're going to sit in a nice plus 1,000 right here. We're up a lot of damage. And we just want to be careful that we don't get out-cycled. However, the Mighty Miner really helps with that. So only save your tombstones for the E-Giant, obviously, against the E-Giant matchups. Be careful not to give your opponent too much lightning value. As you can see, we're just going to Mega Minion. And I believe, honestly, we're just going to Mighty Miner and tomb like this. Because with the Mighty Miner down on the field, we're getting 3-card cycle, which is going to allow me to get back to another tombstone. We're going to be fine. He's going to get back to another E-Giant. We'll be back to another tombstone. If you don't know what 3-card cycle is, while a champion is alive on the field, you only need 3 cards. So like if I play this Mega Minion and the champion is alive, we only need to cycle 3 cards to get to another Mega Minion, as compared to normally where you need 4. So that's why champions on the field is very powerful, and that's probably why you'll see me go with like Mighty Miner in the back sometimes, just to build up that 3-card cycle. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, we're up 2,500 damage. He goes lightning there. That's a little annoying, but we're just going to go Mighty Miner and zap here real quick just to wrap this up. We're up 500 now, but this is going to be perfectly fine because we're just going to Fireball, Mega Minion, and we're just going to cycle back to Fireball Zap and keep this Mighty Miner alive while we're doing it. This is like literally a example of 3-card cycle. Do you see how fast we got back to Fireball Zap? It's ridiculous. So that's why the Mighty Miner is really powerful over something like the Valkyrie or the Guards or the Barbarians. Even though they might be better in certain situations, I think the Mighty Miner is overall your best bet. Game number 2, let's go. Got a Miner in the banner. I wonder if it's a Miner Wall Breakers player. I would not complain about facing Miner Wall Breakers. That's a very good matchup with lavaloon. Ooh, the Spear Goblins, it might be. But yeah, I mean, Royale deck, all Wall Breaker decks except maybe like Mighty Miner, Poison Musketeer, they're all really good matchups for Lava Hound. So that's why I get excited when we face the Miner Wall Breakers decks, especially Royale. So sadly, the gang makes it look like he will not be playing Royale Wall Breakers deck. So he might not even be playing Wall Breakers. I don't know. It's too early to tell. Dark Prince, yeah, I don't know what this is. I mean, maybe we'll find out sooner or later, but as of right now, I do not know what this is. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up this Dark Prince with this Tombstone. Probably just... It's Goblin Giant Double Prince. Okay, that's what it is. I got confused for a second, but yeah, that makes sense. They have bats, spears, Goblin Gang, lots of bait, and then the Giant Goblin, Fireball Zap, and the Double Prince. So it's definitely not the greatest matchup for Lava, but the Mighty Miner gets so much value. We're just going to zap here to try and cycle a little bit. I want to get back to my Mighty Miner. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to leave this whole thing. Yeah, okay, trust me, guys. Trust me. We're going to go Lava over here because, like, I leaked a little bit. I should have played it a little faster, but Okay, the Goblin Gang is out. So now we have to worry about Spear Goblins and Bats on defense. So I left that because we're up Elixir. And that's the only real time I'm going to get to go in is when I'm up Elixir. And it's never going to happen in double Elixir because of how fast this cycle is. So here we should be able to take this tower, I'm pretty sure. Because there's like 2 bats on the balloon, 3 on the lava. The bats, they don't really do too much damage unless all 5 of them are on your balloon. So that was really good because, as I was saying, the Mighty Miner is good against this matchup because it does a lot of damage against the big tanks when they don't have a reset card, like Electro Wizard or Zap or something. He has Zap, but I mean, you can only Zap once, so it's not that big of a deal. We got to worry about the gang a little bit here. I'm probably going to split the drags. As you can see, they're spaced out more, which is kind of helpful against things like Baby Dragon. And also, they can take an extra hit from the tower and survive Arrow Zap now. So against Graveyard Arrow Zap decks, or Snowball Zap, or Snowball Arrow, sorry, they're going to be much better. And also, I think the fact that they're not going to be shooting at the same unit most of the time will actually help them deal with Swarm and Graveyard and stuff. So we're just going to go drags on top of here. We're trying to take off his Spear Goblins, and we're going to go ahead and just Mega Minion here. We've got 5,000 damage on the King Tower to work with, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, we take it out, only giving up a couple hundred. So we're just going to apply pressure with this lava because he's got to commit a lot to this lava because he doesn't have like a solid balloon lava counter. He only has like oh no. I thought he was playing bats. I forgot his bats are out of cycle. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay, but as you can see, the Mighty Miner is just going to go to town. But yeah, I mean, as long as we can apply pressure and not get instantly like rushed at the bridge, that's what we want to do. So that's why I'm going with these lavas at the bridge, because my opponent keeps going Goblin Giant in the back instead of pressuring at the bridge. So I've got a ton of time to work on defending his pushes. The only way they win this matchup is if they apply pressure at the bridge constantly. And as you can see, he gave me time to build up a lava push, so I went ahead and just torched him. Alright, next game we've got Alwi from Lava CR. I wonder if he's playing Lava Hound. I mean, with a clan name like Lava CR, you can never tell, especially since it's early season. But I think if you're pushing... Yeah, Lava first play. Jesus. Bro. I hate Lava first play. I actually hate it. But yeah, I mean, usually if they're pushing this early in the season, they're using their one-trick deck just to push up faster. That's what I've seen, at least. So lavaloon Bomber, it's I wouldn't say it's common, but it's definitely probably going to become more common. We're inching towards like a beatdown meta with Golem or Golem and Lava and stuff like that. I wouldn't say Lava's top tier, but still does pretty good. So you're going to see more variations of Lava. And that's why it's important to do good against Lava mirrors. Even if they're not running the exact same Lava variant, knowing what to do against Lava is very helpful. As you can see, we're playing it carefully. Like, if he goes Lava and I have a good hand like I did, I'm going Lava as well. But just because I saw the Bomber as well, I really wanted to go Lava because I know that he doesn't have a Tombstone when he has a Bomber. So, another good thing, if you're facing this specific deck, the Mighty Miner is going to get a ton of value since he only has Skarmy and Bomber. If you can get the Bomber, or yeah, just get the Bomber out of his hand. If you see it, then go with Mighty Miner. I don't like to pressure Mighty Miners at the bridge against this deck. Every other deck, I go if he goes Lava and single, I go Barbs opposite lane or Mighty Miner, but not this one because he can pull it for just 2 elixir with the Bomber. So that's why I like to be more careful. But we could tower trade against this guy relatively easily because we can just fireball minions, kill him easily, and then zap his Inferno if we need to. So I went with that Tombstone. I meant to push back the Bomber. It didn't work, but we still killed the Bomber. It's a little unfortunate that we didn't push back the Bomber. That was my plan, but it is what it is. We're tower trading against this deck, and it's very good to do that. We're going to plop the Mighty down because his Bomber's still out of cycle, so all he has is a Skeleton Army, and we're just going to go ahead and zap the Skeleton Army. This is another reason why you guys need to use the... Oh, that Mega Minion was bad because it's just going to die to the minions. Yeah, we're going to have to Fireball now. That was a bad Mega Minion, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm used to the Phoenix tanking all those hits. But yeah, we should be good because he cannot kill the Skeleton Dragons without overcommitting. So that's pretty good. He's got a like Fireball. I thought he does have Fireball, right? No, he doesn't. He has arrows. Wow, I forgot. I had a brain fart for a second. But yeah, he can't kill our drags. So that's why we're going to take really good advantage of these drags on defense, because they don't die to arrow zap anymore. which is really big. And probably just zapping this here. And you may think that, you know, lava matchups are sloppy, but this is the thing. I would rather give up my tower than overcommit playing defense and save the tower, because then they're just going to build up another push, and we're going to be done. So against lavaloon matchups, if you need to go an eye for an eye, tower for a tower, you go ahead and do that. As you can see, we just make sure that we're going with lava pushes, because the way I've seen people lose lava matchups is they decide to go with like some weird balloon skelly drags or something. Just patience. You need the same amount of elixir as he does to build up a push. Chill. We're just going to go lava and fireball. It should be a good game here. Just chill. Build up a lava push. Because I guarantee the balloon skeleton dragon or balloon minion pushes you guys are doing, it's not going to work half of the time. I've seen it from first-hand experience, and I've done it before. It does not work. We wrapped up lava pretty solidly. Aquafina. That is it. I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't have a big problem with Aquafina. Same with Dasani. Like, I know a lot of people hate Dasani water bottles. I don't see it, bro. I really don't see it. We're going to activate King Tower with this placement here, just because it can't hurt. But usually if they're going E-Spirit at the bridge, it's RG or X-Bow, because they don't really care about activating King Tower. However, it is better for us to activate King Tower, because now we can sack a Royal Ghost and take less damage. So he does have Fireball and he does have Phoenix. We managed to get a nice little 5-for-8 trade out of that, because I did play the drags on his fisherman. So it was just overall a positive elixir trade for us. And we're just probably going to lava here. We'll eat this Phoenix damage, because the Phoenix getting nerfed, I think it gets one less hit on the tower. So it's easier to sack sometimes. He's going to go with the RG. We're just going to use our Mighty Miner on it, wrap it up pretty much fully. And he does not have his Phoenix in cycle as of right now, so that's good for us. Mega Minions coming in. We're also getting ready to hit this ability. Yes, sir. Now we've got all this in the lane that my push is in, which is nice. Or the Mighty Miner's in the same lane as my push. And we're going to be able to wrap up this Phoenix in just a second here. And yeah, I mean, this is good, because he's going to have to fireball the drags. And just like that, he's not going to have anything for our lava puppies, which is why we're going to follow up with the balloon in just a second here. Should be able to, yep, go in with the balloon. And those lava puppies are going to deal a lot of damage too, dude. You don't underestimate the lava puppies. They do a ton. So we could have sacked that ghost, but I felt like going with the tombstone there, because I just felt like wrapping up the ghost and preserving our 2,000 damage lead into double elixir would be pretty clutch. Look at the Larrys. Dude, we just did like 1,500 damage. Or no, that was like 1,000, right? Dude, the Larrys, bro. That was good. We're just going to go Mega Minion up here. We're going to zap the Fisherman to make sure that the Fisherman can't pull our Mighty Miner. That's a play I like to do a lot, is when you know they only have like the Fisherman for your Mighty Miner, you can zap at the last second, and you can get a nice little interaction where you finish killing his Royal Giant. So that's why I like to do that. Mega Minion's just going to help wrap up this ghost so we don't drop below, or we don't take more than one hit. He's going to fireball, so we just drag, simple fireball baiting, and this Mega Minion, with the help of the zap, will take out this Phoenix. Also, I mean, you're just going to get better interactions versus the Phoenix, because it did take a 10%, or actually it was 11% hit speed nerf. So it hits a 1/10 of a second slower, which is actually pretty big in a lot of interactions, especially with things like the Mega Minion. But yeah, we wrapped up this guy pretty easily, because this Royal Giant matchup is pretty good for us. And also, you can just dominate decks that only have one air counter almost all of the time. King Knight, let's see what he's got for us. We're on a nice little win streak to start off the video. That's nice. I love when I don't have to cut out losses, because it's just beautiful. Like, if we're just winning, it's awesome. This could be Expo 3.0 with the archers. It's too early to tell, though. It's a balloon. Wow, okay, it's balloon, guys. Okay, so that's weird, but archer's balloon. So we're going to have to be careful. On your way up, guys, if you're not like in a position in ladder where you guys are facing like top ladder decks or meta decks all the time, you guys want to play really defensively and passively until you figure out what deck he's playing. Because I like to avoid going with big pushes and risking overcommitting or giving him a good elixir trade when I don't know what he's playing. And of course you can API the decks and stuff like that, but I personally don't do that really. Especially because, you know, one, yeah, it's better, but two, I feel like it builds more skill to just adapt to the game as it's going on. And also, it's just more convenient to not have to, you know, go search up API, especially when I'm recording a video. Like, come on, bro. I know there's some people out there, some certain streamers who, you know, they use API in every game, but, you know, to each their own, you know, whatever. It's not like it's that bad, but I mean, whatever. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. But yeah, we're just kind of waiting because I still don't like the idea of going into the lava when I don't know what he's playing. And I know the gameplay is boring here, but we got to sit and just wait for this because I have no idea what's going on. And skeleton dragons are actually a good play at certain points. Like skeleton dragons just at the bridge, especially after the buff because they can get more damage. I'm not going to do it in this situation because I know he has lavaloon, so I want to save my air counters. But if you're looking for a first play to make in the game, it's usually not a bad idea to go with drags first play. Wow. We placed those at the same time. That's unfortunate. But the Mega Knight is a very sackable card. No, where's my drag going, bro? Why did he leave, bro? Okay, well, the one dragon's gonna hold down the fort, and the mega... Okay. We're using this Mighty Miner to tank for this. I know that's kind of a sacrificial Mighty Miner, but we're using it to tank. We're just gonna zap, and then we're going to probably, I think, get a hit here. Oh, I thought we were gonna go out of range of the Ive Tower, but we did not, sadly. He's going to go like this, so we're going to pull everything to the King Tower with just a tombstone, and that is a really good trade. How much is that? That's like 12 for 7? That's a +5 trade. We're going to take a ton of damage on the King Tower, but we've got to focus our efforts on offense, and now we can just go, I think, with the Mighty Miner switching lanes, which is another reason why you need to use the Mighty Miner. Because he only showed skeleton army and freeze. Actually, you know what we're gonna do first? We're gonna kill this entire Mega Knight, and then we're gonna switch lanes, and we're gonna go lava to tank for everything, and now we're gonna switch lanes. And he's got a skeleton army. He does not use, he does now. Oh, beautiful. And now we're just gonna be able to probably fire. Man, what are you freezing, bro? What are you freezing? The game is over, bro. Give up. I don't get these, bro. Let it go. Let it go. There we go. We got the 3 crown with the lava puppy. Let's go. W versus a weird mid-ladder deck because we played it very patiently and very well. Lemon from YT Wotop. I've heard of Wotop. I don't know like all the top ladder players and stuff by heart, but like I've heard of the people, of course, before. So Barb Barrel scares me often because it's usually E-Giant or some sort of beatdown deck. It does look like... Oh, no, what? Wotop is a recruits player, isn't he? I just made that up. I think he's a recruits player. Okay. So, yeah, I saw the cage and I was just like, oh, this is probably... Now it's either OG E-Giant or it's recruits, and it happened to be recruits. But yeah, Wotop, I think, is a recruits player. We're just going to go Mega Minion. We're just chilling with the Mega here. And then we're going to probably just let this lava go, I guess, on the right-hand side. Because well, we're not going to get too much damage. It is what it is. We're going to go Mighty Miner because his recruits are out of hand. So we should be able to go get a ton of damage. Yeah, Fireball, and this should honestly be the whole left tower. I don't see what he has to counter this. Yep, I didn't know he had Mirror. That is definitely a card in the game of Clash Royale. Nobody uses the Mirror. What are you doing? Okay, but we're up 1,400. Okay, we're in a tombstone like this. Pray that he doesn't have arrows. He has arrows. So yeah, we lost the damage lead, I think, after these Hoggies are finished attacking. But it's barely. We barely lost the lead. And it's not a horrible situation because now we know exactly what he's playing. He's got Mirror instead of what? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure what what's it? What does he have Mirror instead of? Is it Mother Witch? Does this deck usually have Mother Witch as the last spot? I don't know. Like, I haven't faced a classic recruits deck in a long time. Oh no, the Golden Knight, right? I know a lot of recruits players use the Golden Knight, so it might be the Golden Knight that's the what it's replacing, which is interesting. But yeah, we're gonna go Mighty Miner. We're probably gonna. Oh my god. Yeah. So everything I thought I knew about defense has just gone to hell. We're going to Mega Minion, just take out this flying machine and just pray that we can defend one lane at least. The Skelly Drag staying alive is actually so clutch. Ooh, this is bad for him though, because we got a little bit of a counter push coming in with this lava, or this Mega Minion. I'm going to go lava in front here. The Zappies are a little annoying, but they don't deal high damage, so we don't really have to worry about them. All they're doing is stun locking our Lava Hound. And so what we're going to do here is... sorry, I have to fireball this. Oh, this is meaty fireball right here. And Tombstone just to make sure we wrap up the last recruits and the Hoggies. And just like that, we should be able to zap last second, and we do get that extra hit. And now we're down to 619. Okay, so we're up by 1,300. We're doing good. The Zappies are a little annoying, but you know what we're going to do? We're gonna switch lanes here. We're going to drags here, and that should be... Oh, man, why'd you walk back, bro? What? It's fine. GG's. Be able to just place a tombstone and get back to his app. I did that pretty well. I think I did that pretty well. We survived. I survived the mirror recruits at the bridge. Londex play. From YT Londex play. Okay. Damn, bro. This guy's really on the YouTube grind, huh? Hey, shout out to my bro. YT Londex play. Remember, shout out to Londex play. If he wins. If I lose this game, you gotta go subscribe to Londex play. If I win, you gotta go, or I don't know, you don't gotta do anything. It doesn't matter really, but it's whatever. Peck in the back, really, dude? I don't get that. I don't get the peck in the back, bro. Why would you go peck in the back into my lava push? Like, I'm just going to like prey off of this, bro. Because we can just go the balloon first, and now you have to defend my lavaloon push. And so I'm just, it's like basically the same thing we did against the E-Giant. I'm just going to get a, yeah, 3 for 7 trade on the P.E.K.K.A. The Ram Rider's for sure annoying. We're going to zap. Oh, he has arrows. What is that? Can somebody explain to me how that arrows interaction works, please? Because, like, I don't get it. Like, the arrows, the first wave hits the tombstone, second wave hits the tombstone, third wave hits the tombstone and the skeletons from the death spawn. I don't get it. Like, I know how log, like, rolls through them, but with arrows, I don't really understand how that works. So we are going to be down 1,000 damage, which is annoying, but we should be able to recuperate because we're going to be fine based on, like, from what I've seen from him. He's got, like, the Ram Rider bridge spam with the Mega Minion fast cycle. It's a little annoying, but it's definitely doable because he's only shown the Mega Minion. And we only have to really bait him into playing a bunch of elixir on offense. So, like, there, 3 elixir on the 5 elixir card, in which he spent an additional 2 elixir. So we just went up 4 from that interaction, which makes our lava really cheap. So we got away with a really cheap lava hound. And we're going to follow up with probably a balloon and a zap here. And I believe this balloon should get through. Oh, the Ram Rider stall is actually going to be really annoying. We still should be able to... Okay. I underestimated his cycle, I guess. That's going to be fine, though, because you know what happens when my opponent has a fast cycle? This is exactly what we need to do. Plop down this mighty freaking miner, and now we're going to get the 3-card cycle, and we're going to be able to cycle. Yeah, he gives us the well played. I don't know if that's sarcastic or not, but when we win the game, it will be a well played. So with the 3-card cycle, we're going to be able to cycle extremely fast. I believe I want to fireball zap a Mega Minion. W. And we're going to reset this Ram Rider as well so she doesn't target my balloon again. And the balloon's going to get to the tower. Let's go. And the whole time we had 3-card cycle down, so I'm right back to another lava push. And we are looking fine and dandy. So we're just going to Mega Minion, or no, hold on. I want to see what he does here. He could arrows. He's not going to arrows. His heal spirit's distracted by... Oh, he does arrows. Okay. So we give up a Ram Rider hit and... So basically 3 Ram Rider hits. Because the charge is 2 hits. So now we can just fireball zap. And we're going to need 3 cards to get back to our fireball. And we're going to go Mega Minion on these Spear Goblins here. And just Tombstone on this Ram Rider to avoid taking more than a charge. And we do get a good hit. He gets a good zap, but... Now that he used his zap and his Spear Goblins, it opens the door for me to go Mighty Miner switch lanes. I'm going to be a little careful first, because you know he has the quick cycle. And oh, that fireball was beautiful. The Barbarian didn't even spawn, bro. Yeah, okay, so we're just going to swap lanes with it. I think that's going to be it, because... Yeah, I mean, he hasn't shown a real good way to deal with the Mighty Miner, so might as well. We're going to get a little bit of tickle. Even if we don't, we're just going to put this in fireball range, mature. Okay, well, Mighty Miner did it for me. Fireball comes down. Good luck. Good luck? What the hell? What are you good lucking me for, bro? What? Hello? Kingos coming in for game number something. I don't freaking know what game we're about. We're a little over halfway there. That's all I know. So that would be what, 6th or 7th step. So yeah, I mean, it's a little confusing. I'm just playing games at this point. Like, I'm just playing games, focusing up one win at a time. Because if you think about it as 12 wins, I have to get 12 wins. You know, it can be hard on the mindset, especially if you're not comfortable playing at this range. So. Golden Knight with the bomber. I want you guys to use a little intellect. When do you ever see, like, this helps you a lot. You want to be careful, of course, because you can't always assume somebody's playing something. But if, like, your opponent is running something like the bomber and the Golden Knight, and you typically only see that in one deck, you could safely assume that, you know, it's E-Giant because it's the bomber and the Golden Knight. It's only in one deck. So we're going to be able to get lava chip damage, which is my goal here. You don't want to start up nothing crazy because right now I don't want to give him lightning value, and I want to be able to take out this E-Giant with my tombstone. So that's, again, we're going to do what we did in I believe it was the first game against E-Giant this video. We're applying pressure with the Mighty Miner so that he can't back up his E-Giant push. And so now he's going to get a little bit of damage because he did distract our right tower with the, whatchamacallit, the Barbarian Barrel. And so we're just going to zap here, and we're going to take a little bit of damage. We're probably going to go down like 2,000. But it's going to be okay because he is in a wacky hand situation. So we're going to be fine. Especially because if we can get like one mistake out of this opponent, we can take a tower. That's all you need really, is one mistake. And plus, the whole thing of like double elixirs, if we're applying the right amount of pressure, he won't be able to get this left tower down. So by going in the right lane, I'm forcing the E-Giant in the right lane, which is good for me. Especially because the E-Giant is not in the lane with less HP. We're activating that 3-card cycle. We are going to quickly fireball this cannon so that my balloon does get hits on the tower. Tombstone's coming down for this E-Giant, and just like that, I've already explained how we're going to stop the E-Giant for a +4 elixir trade. He has to eat. Wow, he lightnings. Oh my god, look at the left tower. Look at the left tower. We get a zap last second. Oh, the Mighty Miner. Oh, I told you one mistake is all it takes, guys. One mistake. Capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, guys. And we would have been fine, I think, if either way we would have been fine, because the lightning is what allowed him to deal a lot of damage there. He is going to bring this game into overtime, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, lightning was able to get that E-Giant to lock and get tower damage. But was it worth it? Because that lightning allowed me to get my Mighty Miner and my push to the tower, in which we managed to win a very nice game versus E-Giant. Alright, Chef Chris with a 44 GT finish. That's pretty good. Hopefully we can get a good dub. We're going to go Tombstone first play. Usually pretty safe play up here in Royal Champion. I like to go Tombstone first and then Lava second because it's a really stupid, like really stupidly safe play. It's basically Lava first play but better. It's also probably less skill because you can't get punished as hard, but it's just do it. Like, just do it. Probably not if you're worried about facing off meta decks. If you're worried you're gonna face some like weird random stuff, do not do Tombstone Lava first play. But up here where I'm pretty sure that all the decks I'm facing are gonna be like real decks, which is Royal Champion is gonna be real decks. So I'm feeling pretty good about Tombstone Lava first play always. Oh, and he missed his bowler. He missed the bowler, and Fireball and the E-Dragon is something I always like to do, because Fireball plus a Mega Minion hit or Fireball plus 2 Skeleton Dragon hits is going to take out the E-Dragon, as well as a Mighty Miner Bomb and a Fireball. And as you can see, we're getting extra damage from the dragons as well because of the buff they got, which is really nice. But yeah, as you can see, we're just up a massive amount of damage, which is what you can do with Tombstone Lava first play, and also what you can do with just pressuring opposite lane. Like, because this obviously, I'm not going to be going up against, like, you're not going up against amazing players in Royal Champion. Like, I'm not facing extremely good players. So, obviously, against really good players, you're not going to get these sorts of mistakes and stuff. So, that's why you need to play perfectly. But against, when you're climbing up to Ultimate Champion, a lot of your opponents are going to make mistakes. So, all you need to do is play good enough and capitalize on their mistakes. So, excuse me. We're going to zap. Was that a good zap? I think it was. Yeah, because the... Oh, that's like a triple kill, bro. Mighty Miner killed the I drag, the E drag, and it freaking got the hit on the tower. That's crazy. W Mega Minion. But yeah, I wasn't concerned about the zap. I was kind of thinking about whether or not we were gonna kill everything with that Mega Minion. So that's why I kind of like prolonged the zap. And the zap wasn't the part I was worried about. It was how much damage that Mega Minion was gonna do. So he freezes. I'm honestly fine because he doesn't have that much elixir after freezing. And so now we're just going to go Mega Minion on this right lane here because it's going to take out this Inferno Dragon and apply pressure to his King Tower. Fireball is going to be a beautiful fireball here because it kills the E-Dragon, gets it within Death Bomb range. And just like that, very nice W against Lumberloon. And we are almost all the way to Ultimate Champion, ladies and gentlemen. We only need around, I think it's 3 more games to get to Ultimate Champion, and we've been doing pretty good today, facing some meta decks, playing pretty well, and hopefully we'll get the 3 more dubs. Zikma. I was quick. If you guys are still around, you probably do watch my Twitch. I'm live on TikTok and Twitch every day. So I play lava on there so you guys can watch, get better at the game. And also it's pretty fun and entertaining as well, I would say. But basically, Zikma runs this really weird E-Giant deck. I don't know the specifics of the E-Giant deck. I just know that we lost to him twice yesterday when we were trying to push up to Royal Champion. I lost twice in Grand Champion to this one guy. This Tombstone placement only works if the E-Giant is on the middle lane. What is that? Okay, well, he's going to take out our Tombstone. That's unfortunate. But this Mega Minion packs a punch. And that paired with the King Tower activation, which Zikma nuts! I'm sorry. That was stupid. But, yeah, I mean, that paired with the King Tower activation is going to shred this E-Giant pretty fast. We're going to go Skelly Drags. We're going to have to tank a Prince hit, I think. Yeah. Tombstone, I've got to save Tombstone for his E-Giant. Because there's no other card I can use to damage the E-Giant. Or to, like, kill it. 2 hits. See, it only gets 2 hits now. It would have gotten 3, but it only gets 2. And so that's a good time to go Lava because he did just use his Phoenix. And we're going to go with a Deep Tombstone because it does do a good job at pulling the E-Giant. If in either way he goes with, or either lane he goes with the E-Giant. So I decided to go with that as well. And now we're following up with the balloon. He arrows. We're going to go ahead and let him have this right tower because he spent a lot of elixir to make sure he was taking a tower with 1000 HP. Very interesting play from Zikma. And we are going to tower trade right before double elixir hits. So we're also going to Mighty Miner here because, yeah, the lightning comes in. That's a really good value lightning for him. But he did just spend a crap ton of elixir. He's probably going to have to NATO this. Yep, he does NATO it. We're going to go drags as well here. And they are going to help out. We're going to zap last second here. Oh, what? He is, okay, I think I forgot about the mirror. But I mean, the whole time we had 3-card cycle as well. So now we've taken him down to 1600 on the King Tower, 2300 on the Princess Tower. It's looking good. We're going to go Lava in this lane because you never want to go Lava in the same lane as an E-Giant. If he goes E-Giant the same lane you go Lava, that's different. You don't want to go Lava into an E-Giant. That's never smart. Because you know, I talk about on my videos all the time turning defense into offense. He could do the same exact thing. We're going to tomb over here, by the way, because the drags are going to finish off the mini P.E.K.K.A and the Prince. Oh, nope, never mind. They don't splash. The fireball will finish off mini P.E.K.K.A, then the Prince and the E-Giant as well. We're going to zap last second. The zap didn't really do anything, but we did 3 crown Zikma. Zikma these nuts. All right, but very nice W. All right, unusual coming in here. I wanted to touch on what I said last game real quick because I didn't get to finish explaining it. Basically, you don't want to go same lane into an E-Giant because, one, the E-Giant kills your units. It's different than going same lane as like a Giant or something. So if the E-Giant is killing your... Oh, my favorite streamer awake! So basically, it's not like a bad idea to go same lane versus other tanks, but with the E-Giant, it's different. because you do want to stay away from the E-Giant. As, you know, obviously it's going to... I don't need to explain that, I'm pretty sure. I think you guys have got it. So, I mean, this is a nice little push coming in here because we're going to be able to just zap this E-Dragon. We're going to zap. And look at that, Skeleton Dragon buff. There's one Skeleton Dragon staying alive because of the 5.8% health buff they gave the Skeleton Dragons. And we took this entire tower because of that buff. So I promise you, Lava players, we are going to feast this season. And this is honestly, we're going to just balloon the pump. It's actually, I think it's a negative trade for me. But I don't know if it is a negative trade. It's not bad. It's not a horrible trade. Because, like, if you think about it, I don't want to let him have a pump up on the board. So is trading one elixir, like, I'm losing an elixir, is that worth, like, getting an entire tower? Or like, stopping him from getting an entire tower? I think so. Like, it's often, you know, should I spend the extra elixir to make sure I take this tower or something like that? But also, just the pump would make him even more unstoppable than he is right now. Like, imagine if he had that pump up. We would be dead already. Like, you've got to cut your losses versus E-Giant. I mean, or E-Golem, sorry. It's tough enough as it is. Imagine if he had a pump down. So I think that was a good trade. We're not going to go lava in front of these drags because I feel like they wouldn't do enough to justify, like, putting a lava in front of the drags. Because he could just, like, play his E-Dragon or Phoenix under them and they'd just die. Oh, this is good, though, because this E-Dragon's going to die to a Fireball Zap now. Oh, and we hit the Phoenix. Okay, that's really good for us. Dude, the healer spawn heal is going to be so weird to try and deal with, dude. This is a really good game, though. I feel like we played it really well. E-Golem's going to be one of the most difficult matchups. I myself have to practice against E-Golem, I think. It's going to be tough for me to beat it. But, I mean, E-Golem is going to be prevalent this season. It's going to be tough to beat, and I have to work on this matchup. But very nice that we did manage to get a splendid W. One more game versus N.A. Ramin. However you pronounce that. I think it's Ramin. But we are at 11 wins, and we only need one more win to get to Ultimate Champion. I've got a pretty good win rate, too. I think, because we went 30-9 on stream yesterday, and it went really well. Like, we did pretty good. I lost, like, 3 out of the last 5. I played pretty bad. So, it was going even better before we dropped a couple of matches. I mean, there was one to Goblin Hut. Also, I was playing pre-balances, so I was playing without the buff to my deck, and without the Phoenix nerf and Goblin Hut nerf. So, I did lose to Goblin Hut twice. And then there was another matchup that I lost because I played poorly. But against pump decks, you always want to try and stuff that balloon up in the anti-nado position so that if he does try and tornado, which he might, that would be really good for us. They are running Skeleton. Okay, Golem Pump users with the Phoenix nerf and the Drags buff, they are going back to, it seems, or at least right now they're testing going back to Dragons. That's really good because we can Fireball the Dragons. And it makes this matchup way, way easier. Now that his Dark Prince is out of his hand, he only has a Lumberjack to deal with our Mighty Miner, and we are going to take his entire left tower. So I think this is pretty good. Especially because the Lumberjack is what makes his Golem pushes so deadly. So if we can capitalize and we can get rid of this this Lumberjack so he can't go in with his push and back it up with the Lumberjack, now that we can do this, it's going to be very beneficial for us when sacking or defending his Golem push for minimal elixir because he doesn't have the Lumberjack. So I'm going to drop the tombstone the same line as this golem because since his tower isn't up, the skeletons are going to start stacking and they're going to kill this golem, and it's going to make him split drags, and this one drag isn't going to do enough for these skellies. Oh, he goes E-Dragon too. Okay, so now this one dragon over on the right side is not going to wrap up our push. Oh, that fireball was a thing of beauty. Now just the Mega Minion, like I said earlier, I forget what match it was, but Mega Minion Fireball does kill the E-Dragon. And I'm not too worried about this push, because it's a dead Golem, it's a dead Dark Prince, it's a dead Lumberjack. We're fine. And now the Skeleton Dragons and Lava Pups are on his King Tower, as we are just wrapping up his Golem for a +1 trade. Make that +4 trade, because that Tombstone God, or Tornado, God knows what that was. We're just going to Balloon, and we're just going to Mega Minion here. because Mega Minion's going to help with the help of a Fireball wrap up his E-Dragon. He decides to just go all in on offense, and he's clearly not going to be able to stop that. So just like that, we're going to take the last dub we needed for Ultimate Champion. Stick around. We're going to check our win rate real quick. Let me know in the comments what you think the win rate is before I reveal it. We're going to reveal it now, though. And 1824, what is that? 78%. That's not bad, especially for early season. We're facing, yeah, that's not bad. And what are we in the world ranks? 25 in the world, chat. Out of, yeah, we're pretty early, out of 77. So hope you enjoyed the video.